This game is disappointing. It's been a while since 2010 TAPSONIC was finally unleashed to the iOS to the Android as the first ever DJ Max spin-off title served as the first mobile rhythm games. However, it's so many times that I really want to see brand new TAPSONIC games. I just wonder, is it anything that could be better than anything else? But when the time was passed, rhythm games today are now start to get more involved, more than just playing the music. First of all, there's a one game that came first before TAPSONIC Top. I mean, around this year, 2017. This is Girls Band's Party, come out in March, and now TAPSONIC Top in September. Look at Tap Top lobby, and this is the circle. What a pleasant day, was it? This is Tap Top profile. What a waste. Then how about this one? Is it looking good? Sure, why not? I know it's just a minor detail, but trust me, I have to appreciate that how Girls Band Party looks really lively than TAPSONIC Top lobby. All you can do in this lobby just tap the characters, what they saying, but you know what? Those speech are already here in the casting screen. Plus they don't even speak too, because the problem is simple. The game did not have voice acting. Well, this is complete opposite than what we saw on GBP. So I will save it later for voice acting problem. The menu feels flat and simple. The style was okay, but the Girls Band Party are more vivid and clear. One thing that I really hate the most, and mostly boring as hell, is the gacha. We call it the microtransaction. Everybody hates, right? Yup, me too. In Top Top, the game itself encourages you to get the best SR in the pickup casting. So what does the pickup casting mean here? Pickup casting is a new type to cast the characters, but higher rates which come for the cost. Not just only you need to pay more stars, but all you have to do is to deal with your luck. Even nasty normal casting got better rate than the super one. I feel like this game is getting forced to get a more SR, but who knows, the rate was so low. I don't build those crap, I just want to get a better one too. Especially right from the start. SR that come up right from the start, don't you get it? All I got is bunch of animals, ordinary people, and then the much worse, robots. I mean, come on! Robots can sing, can... Holy sh... I have to say that the TAPSONIC Top story mode was, well, below my expectation. That was the worst than I thought. Instead, catching the dreams, and then, what were they doing here? An Interstellar K-pop star story was interesting, but did the writers rip the settings from the other anime, took the plot from the school festivals and Bangdori, and then push her into the pile of messy story left with the confusion conclusion? I mean, who are they? Who is this guy? Did this guy related to the story? This suit guy are more like they're took from the trio of Tsurumaki's Suit Girl. He act like I'm a coolest CEO and the head of the Neo Studio, and he said, "Relentless on front, the music of the Neo Studio will conquer the world. Just imagine how it makes me feel good." Now then, how many stars are there in Neo Studio? Is almost everyone disappeared without a word? That's the real round that's been started and competition is getting hotter. I think I'm done here. Alright, I will give a clear picture just for you. Lena's past is all about she got being forced, overtrained, overslept, and she doesn't want to obey the CEO. Because Neo Studio are evil, right? And both Kim and Lena quit the music industry, except her wants to raise those high teen girls. End of story. And the conclusion is music. Music, 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 music. So I called. Top story mode sucks. Average mode also sucks too. Grind, kill, repeat. 3-star. The storybook also doesn't make any sense, and group story was a joke. Oh god. You know, the gameplay was fine, only some problems are occurred. Like I said, the game sometimes doesn't perfect on smartphones, so the major problem is TAPSONIC Top was made by the Unity engine. But when compared to other games that are using the same engine, it feels like TAPSONIC Top was somewhat inferior to the other version. Even TAPSONIC Bold still better than this game. The game's still doing just fine, with new songs for upcoming update, as well as the brand new star. The new feature will come for every update, but last but not least, there's a balance changes for every star's character. Alright, so here's the conclusion about TAPSONIC Top. So to be honest, it's a very good game, but from back then it was very good. Now, today TAPSONIC Top was not as I remembered. It was more like a competitive gacha fest than, you know, being a great rhythm games was. There's no need to have some kind of characters that beat over each other like that. But we compare to the other rhythm games like Girls Band Party or Bangdori franchises, the game was somewhat superior than TAPSONIC Top just because the game has tons of resources, as well as the, you know, the game was well executed, because the reason that Bangdori becomes successful just because the game and stories as well as the existing characters has their own unique personalities. But TAPSONIC Top was the game that tried to wanna be like school festivals, or shall I say Love Live and Bangdori all together, Macross, and it's all over the place here. As the former TAPSONIC players, I was feel so disappointed that this game, as I thought, is supposed to be the best TAPSONIC ever, but it turns out this game was more like a cash cow, and there's nothing we can do here because NeoVis right now are in these financial problems, and I hope NeoVis can fix the game. So because right now with so many competitors out there, especially the rhythm game scene, the rhythm games are doing just fine because it's a niche thing, but despite how this game contains some of the bugs, glitches, and grammar errors, spelling errors, and all I could do is watch them fix it. The music was great, the character was okay, but it just feels like they're offshore for some reason. In particular, the industry was trying to against the microtransaction, and we all know that the game industry really need good games, but not forcing to being addicted to the gambling thing. Then TAPSONIC Top was the game that a recent prime example that when the games want to be the school festivals, want to be Bangdori, want to be anything else, but you know what? I hope that this game will be improved. I was kind of a little bit angry, but mostly I was disappointed and I feel boring to this game right now. I prefer spending my time to play Girls Band Party or Review Star like Real Life than playing this kind of the star thing in the space. So I want you to warn for everybody else who wants to play TAPSONIC Top. So if you're not a big fan of rhythm games on a mobile, then you can play it like DJ Max Respect or anything that not on a mobile, and you can play some other mobile games as well. Like, you know, people who really love to play rhythm games doesn't need a microtransaction. All we need was skills. So skills is important. So if you want to survive the TAPSONIC Top, or if you really want to take challenge against the player who they're using the
multiple layers of gameplay, like the using AOS thing, like the node switch lanes features want to be like those or any games. I just suggest you that if you want to play TAPSONIC Top, we recommend to play with, don't spend any money on that game. If you want to spend, you can spend it just fine, but don't expect that they will get the best characters in anytime soon, just because this game was very stingy, and it's a game that designed by the music fans, but in a very kind of odd reason. So, to be final thought, TAPSONIC Top was a decent rhythm games. It's not as great as Girls Band Party or School Festival, or not as legendary like the DJ Max, but the one game key strength was the DJ Max songs. The DJ Max song was great, and that's about it. Novice was lost a lot of money after the Metro project was failed, kind of thing. It's already failed, and with Technica 1 was successful, Technica 2 was a staggering success, Technica 3 was unable to keep up, and then DJ Max was struggled back then, and now finally we can see right here that DJ Max Respect was the only one game that saved Neovis by creating a good thing to the industry as the music game as a whole and the Korean gaming industry. From now on, I just wait and see that if TAPSONIC Top will improve than anything else, but all the three things I want to improve of this game is, number one, we have to make sure the game story makes sense, and number two, the other stuffs like the features really need to tweak. Something else, like some of the characters were being overpowered or underpowered, just fix each one by one, and that's okay. You can make it balanced whatever you want to. Just look at the Girls Band Party, this game was so balanced. And the third one, very important, the voice actor. There's no sign of voice actor because the Japan is creating a lot of great games with their own existing voice actors, but to be honest, for me, DJ Max was a great franchise, TAPSONIC also a good franchise, but I just want to think carefully. If you want to make a best TAPSONIC games, think about the TAPSONIC Bolt. TAPSONIC Bolt is worth for the weight, worth for the catch, and it's also like a better version of Top, but no idols. Just, let the stars go. In that case, TAPSONIC Top was a good game. Not as great, but it's disappointing.